Adam Savage here, and I could not be more excited that the Ghostbusters are back. And as you might have guessed, I was back on set with them to embed in the production of Ghostbusters Frozen Empire in theaters March 22nd. In this exclusive video series, Tested takes you behind the scenes of the new film as the Spengler family returns to New York City to join familiar faces and face off against a terrifying new foe. From visits to the prop workshop to tours of the incredible fully realized sets, we will show you that behind the walls of the iconic firehouse aren't specters, but a talented team of set builders, special effects designers, and prop makers, all of them storytellers, working in concert to bring the next Ghostbusters adventure to the big screen. Let's dive in.
We're making some slime.
We are, yes.
Oh my God, I'm so psyched. Did you guys come up with your own slime recipe out here,
Well,
or you?
No, we had to copy as close as we could to the original slime, obviously. We had to get
behavior
it right.
is so well known.
Yeah. Now, we went with so many tests on colours, consistencies. Gil was down every day, checking it out, pouring it and mixing it and going, that's good. So then we worked out the recipe.
Yeah.
And what we've got here is this is actually a food thickener.
Ah.
So it's edible.
It makes your syrup thicker. It makes the cream
it's
filling.
used in things like milkshakes, baked beans, the sauce, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's in a lot of things. And it's a plant cellulose.
Okay.
Which sounds kind of contradictive, but it is completely potable.
And it's edible, so it's safe to have on actors and in their mouths.
So this amount here, we're going to make up 2 litres. Brett, my wonderful assistant, is going to get a litre of hot water, please.
Of course. This will thicken up 2 liters?
A litre of cold water. That will, yeah. Now, we worked out that with this, 12 grams per litre. Now, I'm giving you my work away here. Someone's going to take over. You'll be on the job next time and I'll be out. 12 grams per litre was exactly the right amount, which looked spot on to what was on Bill Murray when he gets slimed at the first film.
When he feels so funky.
Yeah.
Amazing. 12 grams per litre.
Yeah, so that's what we make for what we call our standard slime. Now, we have gone a lot thicker. We've gone up to 30 grams of stuff that was kind of dripping out the ceiling really slow. We've made another one we call ecto puke.
For
which
pukey?
Yes, for pukey.
Because it's going to be a different formulation.
Oh yeah, and it's a lot of yellow, bright yellow with a bit of green in it, just to give it this luminescent horribleness.
I think I saw it on a window in the
yes, you did.
In Zeddemoore's lab.
Yes, I had to splat it all up the windows. So what we'll do, Brett's going to just grab all water. And what I tend to do, and I've been mixing with this stuff for, I think around about 25 years. The only trouble with it is it's got a shelf life because it is a food, basically.
Oh,
so keep it cold, it lasts a lot longer, but out it's about, thank you, it's about 2 weeks and then we remake it because it can start to turn and get a bit smelly.
That. On chocolate commercials that I worked on in the early 90s, we were using just uncured silicone.
Wow.
Which we would color to look like chocolate, but it poured in that way.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, but then we were destroying gallons of expensive silicone.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, what we'll do, we'll put the hot water in. Now, we do it at a warm water. So I do half of hot and half of cold.
All right.
And Brett, my glamorous assistant, is here already. Fantastic.
Right. So these are the cold.
Thank you. Yep. So we've got enough there now. That's 2 litres.
Okay.
Okay, so we've done 24 grams of that.
Mm-hmm.
Now what I will, this is, to get the right colour green, I used 2.6 grams of this green colouring, which is used for children's stuff, so it's completely safe again. Washes out.
Wow.
You know, so what I tend to do is put it in with the mattress. Oh, the actual bit there. Give it a stir.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my favorite kind of cooking show. Yeah,
absolutely. Give it a good, good mix up. Now, we put it in slowly. We tap it in as we're mixing.
Yeah, I was going to say, because the rule is you always add water to the powder, not powder to the water.
Yeah, this works a different way.
Okay.
So,
and you've got your, okay.
Yeah, okay, so what we'll do, we'll get that mixing.
So then am I doing a sort of this kind of business?
Yeah, that's lovely. I'll get it up to speed. So keep tapping it in.
Yeah.
And you can see it starts to change straight away. It's very strong, this colouring. Now, generally speaking, we leave it 12 to 24 hours so that any air can come up to the surface.
Do you ever have to
then
put
it becomes more clear?
Do you ever have to put like anti-surfactants in here, like things to keep the bubbles from happening?
No, we tend to find that if you put anything else in, it affects it.
Oh wow! It affects the flow and the behavior.
Absolutely. So you see, it's starting to thicken up a bit now.
Yep.
If you tend to find if you have too hot a mix, it doesn't like it.
Oh.
And again, if it's too cold, it doesn't like that either.
Oh man, that is super slippy.
Yep. Yeah, I think we're almost there. I think. Let's have a look. Okay, just pop that there. I'll pull this one, connect this one in and have a look.
All right.
Okay, so that's getting there.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to put your hand under it, you'll get.
Oh wow, it's so much thicker.
Yeah, that's how it was on Bill Murray in the first movie.
And even when it loses all its bubbles, its actual behavior isn't going to change that much.
No, it's exactly the same.
Oh, fantastic.
And
in fact, so funky.
Here's one we made
Here's
earlier.
one we made earlier. Excellent.
So it's all
Glad we're
labelled
doing a
up.
proper cooking show. All right, I'm going to put this up front.
Okay. So there's about 1.5 litres in there, I think. So if you see that now, you can see it's
yeah.
It's a nice.
It's also a really a specific color.
So.
Oh man. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh man. Now, do you end up with actors who don't mind the slime and others who hate it?
We haven't come across anyone that's hated it yet, but we've only really hit 2 people with it hard. So that could still happen.
Sure, someone turns out to have a phobia of slime. Slimophobia.
Oh,
Ectoplasm phobia.
yeah, that could be it.
There you go. Amazing.
And this is left over from last week, where we did a
This is moon
big
slime.
shot with the 1989 slime gun.
Amazing. This is the pink stuff.
Yes. So again, matching this was quite difficult.
Oh man.
Look at another cut.
Look at that.
And this is the same thickness.
The same exact, right.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's bringing back so many memories. This is also the slime tunnel in the subway, right?
Yes.
It's the same color.
Yeah.
Wow. So
it looks a slightly more pink under light.
When you're trying to match a color like this and the real thing does not exist anymore, you're just going back and forth with Gil looking at the original footage.
Yeah,
and reference
footage and photos. Yeah, it's been quite a bit of work behind it.
I would imagine. And eventually he's got to make a call.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. But he was brilliant, and he came over all the time. Like I said, he was mixing it up. And can we put a bit more of that one in there and a bit of this? And,
amazing.
And then we work out exactly what was in there.
Precisely is.
Yeah. And then he'd come back and check it. And was, very happy. So.
And so you have a basic slime recipe that's the same thickness for all of the gags, and then you can thicken it up and thin it as needed.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, so you could take a batch you've already made and thicken it up too?
Well, it doesn't work very well. You can, but it tends to get a little bit congealed in places. It doesn't like anything sort of introduced afterwards. You can thin it down, but thickening it up, it doesn't like it very much.
So if you're going to thicken it up, you'd have to mix a thick batch and mix it in or something like that. Okay, so the second part of this is the one I'm really, I've been like excited to try out. This is one of your slime rigs.
There's a scene near the beginning of the film with Trevor in the attic has a run-in with slime. So it was to create a practical effect of the slime that flies through him, and they wanted an entry and exit wound of slime splat. Firing in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was great! It caught my chin. I've been officially slimed. That's so awesome. Can you walk me through what's going on here? What is this arrangement?
So we did lots of trialing and testing different shapes, sizes of reservoirs.
That's what these guys are.
Yeah,
all
going
these
through
different bowls,
shapes, and how what the spread of slime you get.
Yeah.
And in terms of the nozzle, and
So
sizes.
so just the function here, these are pressure tanks, this is the vessel for slime, and
Yep.
when this valve goes, it sprays it that way, but the bowl makes it come that way.
Yep, that's correct.
So you're reversing direction instantaneously.
Yes.
So was there like a whole week in which you were just constantly detonating slime into different things and seeing what it did?
Yeah, no, many weeks.
Many-
many weeks of our unfortunate test subjects getting slimed many times.
Oh, it wasn't just you.
It wasn't just me.
All right.
We had took turns. Yeah.
What parts? Talk to me about like the design process for a piece like this. Like how many iterations? These look like fairly standard off the shelf.
These are fairly. So we're trying to keep it as simple as possible. Trying to keep. We've got a sort of aluminium base to kind of build it all off, keep
Right.
it nice and light and simple as possible. So there's a few iterations, but this was the. Trying to get it was tight in as possible,
Right,
as
yeah.
small as we can make it, so it's less intrusive.
And
they can
are
film
these
it.
batteries?
So they are. So this is part of the remote firing system. So they're solid relays.
Okay.
So we've got battery, and then that's another part of that's the transmitter.
How did you know when you got this bowl shape? Like, was there a moment where you tried this bowl shape and you're like, "That's it, I know that we've got it"?
Kind of, but
Yeah.
also it was, oh, is that what they want? Is this? Yes,
Right,
very
right.
much. Yeah.
So you knew you'd gotten close,
Yeah,
but then it's bringing Gil and the team in to see.
yeah, whether that's a group decision on
When they accepted it, that
Yeah.
must have been exciting.
that was.
Now, is this flesh colored because this was against someone's skin?
It's not. It was. So he was wearing a pink T-shirt on the day.
This is Finn's shirt on the day.
This is one of. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, so it's
So
designed to
this
match
was meant to icy,
a similar kind of color to that.
and then
So-
I'm assuming digital paints out some of the parts of this rig for the shot. Yes?
So on this one, they see him walking backwards. So they see the slime coming. So he's got this on his front,
Right.
and the smaller one on the back.
Okay.
In this version. But yeah.
Hold on, I got to take a selfie. That's just fantastic.